The Middle East is a chessboard, and for decades Israel and Iran have been locked in a covert conflict. But now, direct military confrontations have pushed this shadow war into the open, raising the stakes for the entire region. To understand who holds the upper hand, we need to look beyond headlines, at troops, technology, missiles, air power, and alliances. This isn't just about counting tanks, it's about readiness, strategy, and powerful friends. By the end, you'll see Israel's strengths, Iran's resilience, and where that imbalance could lead. Let's dive in. Let's start with the soldiers. Iran fields over 600,000 active personnel with reserves swelling to more than 1 million. One of the largest armies in the region. Their strength is in numbers and the ability to absorb losses, relying on mass and attrition. The IRGC, Iran's elite force, is battle-hardened from years of regional conflict and specializes in asymmetric tactics. Israel, by contrast, has about 170,000 active troops, but nearly 500,000 reservists can be mobilized in hours. The IDF's edge is quality rigorous training, advanced tech, and rapid mobilization. Israeli soldiers operate as a highly integrated tech-driven force, emphasizing speed, precision, and combined arms. Iran's doctrine is to bog down invaders and turn any war into a costly slog. Israel's doctrine is to strike hard and fast, avoiding drawn-out conflicts. So what wins wars, numbers or agility? Iran's manpower gives it resilience and depth. Israel's flexibility and technology aim to make those numbers irrelevant. In a direct ground fight, Iran's numbers are daunting, but Israel's qualitative edge is designed to offset them. The real test: can Israel's speed and precision outmaneuver Iran's mass? It's a classic dilemma, quantity versus quality. Which would you bet on? In the skies, Israel's advantage is overwhelming. The Israeli Air Force boasts F-15S, F-16S and the stealth F-35 Adir, giving it unmatched reach and precision. Israeli pilots are among the world's best, trained for complex, high-intensity missions. Defensively, Israel's Iron Dome, David's Sling and Arrow systems form a multi-layered shield against rockets and missiles. Iran's Air Force, by contrast, relies on aging jets from the 1970s, kept flying through ingenuity but outclassed by Israel's fleet. Unable to compete directly, Iran has invested in drones, cheap, numerous, and designed for saturation attacks. Swarms of Shahed drones and missiles aim to overwhelm Israeli defenses by sheer volume. Even with a 90% interception rate, some threats get through, causing damage and fear. Iran's drone strategy is about cost-effective attrition, not air superiority. Israel's air power is about dominance, striking anywhere, anytime, and defending its skies. The dynamic Israel controls the air, but Iran tries to find cracks with massed drones and missiles. It's precision and technology versus volume and persistence. In a direct air battle, Israel dominates. But Iran's drone swarms keep the threat real. The question: can Israel's defenses hold against saturation? That's the air war in a nutshell. On the ground, the missile duel is central. Iran has the largest missile arsenal in the Middle East. Thousands of short, medium, and long-range missiles, many hidden and mobile. Their strategy launched massive barrages to overwhelm Israeli defenses. Newer Iranian missiles are increasingly accurate, but the real threat is sheer volume. Israel's missile arsenal is smaller and secretive, centered on the Jericho series, highly accurate, possibly nuclear-capable. Israel's philosophy: precision and survivability, not matching Iran missile for missile. The Arrow 3 interceptor is Israel's answer, designed to shoot down ballistic missiles in space. Iran's volume gives it offensive power and deterrence. Israel's defense systems are among the world's best, aiming to blunt any attack. The dual Iran can inflict damage, but Israel can intercept much of it. Any conflict would be costly for both, but Israel's tech could limit the impact. Iran's missile force ensures Israel can't act with impunity. Israel's defenses mean Iran's barrages may not achieve their goals. It's an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. The outcome? Still one of the region's biggest unknowns. Who has the edge, volume or precision? Much of this war is fought in the shadows. Israel's Mossad is legendary, mastering sabotage assassinations and cyber warfare. Israeli intelligence has repeatedly disrupted Iran's nuclear and missile programs, often without firing a shot. In cyberspace, Israel's Unit 8200 is a global powerhouse capable of crippling critical infrastructure. Iran counters with a vast network of proxies, Hezbollah Shia militias, and the Houthis waging war by proxy and surrounding Israel with threats. These groups can strike Israel from multiple fronts, giving Iran plausible deniability and strategic depth. Israel excels at surgical, targeted actions, Iran at bleeding its enemies through proxies. It's a battle of the scalpel versus the sledgehammer. In the shadows, both sides are dangerous, but Israel's intelligence edge is clear. Alliances can decide wars. Israel's greatest asset is its ironclad partnership with the United States, billions in military aid, advanced weapons, and intelligence sharing. The U.S. security guarantee deters major attacks and gives Israel strategic depth. The Abraham Accords have also brought new regional partners, quietly building an anti-Iran coalition. Iran, meanwhile, is isolated, sanctioned, economically strained, and lacking a superpower patron. Its main allies are non-state proxies, not states with advanced tech or global clout. Russia and China offer limited, transactional support, not military guarantees. In any prolonged conflict, Israel can draw on vast external resources. Iran must rely on its own capabilities and proxies. The alliance imbalance is stark. In the big picture, Israel's global backing is a decisive advantage. So, who holds the upper hand? Iran wins on manpower and missile volume, giving it resilience and the ability to inflict pain. But Israel dominates in air power, missile defense, intelligence, and alliances. Israel's technological and tactical edge is decisive, especially in the air and in the shadows. Iran's proxies and missile swarms keep it dangerous, ensuring any war would be costly. If the conflict escalates, Israel's advantages would be tested, but its edge is clear. Troops, Iran leads in numbers. Air and missile defense, Israel dominates. Intelligence and alliances, Israel's clear advantage. Which advantage surprised you most? Let us know in the comments, and subscribe for more analysis.